up, y'all? Long time no see. Literally long time no see. It's been about 2 months since I last recorded a video, and I told myself that I was gonna be consistent. I told myself that a lot was gonna happen, like overall, just like with my journey with YouTube and whatever. Did not happen, clearly, as you can see the space between the last few videos, and there's a very good reason for that, and I just wanted to make a video. If I look rough, it's because I just woke up from a nap, didn't wear a bonnet. I'm just coming to y'all to have a conversation. I think my last video was like my debt-free journey and like my progress with that, and like me talking about spending and how it was a struggle, and nothing has changed since then. Still the same stuff, but I think I'm coming from a different perspective now. So in the span of the last few months, I have just gone through a lot, I guess. So I'm updating y'all, telling y'all the real, because that was the entire point of my channel, and that was how I wanted to come across, and that is still how I want to come across on YouTube. My whole point is that I'm not living a glamorous life. None of my life is glamorous. So first of all, I wanted to say that the job that I had, I think in that last video, it's not the same job that I'm at now. I quit that job a week, 2 weeks after starting it. Yeah, it was definitely a couple days after starting that job. So that job I quit because personally it felt unprofessional. It was a work from home job. It was customer service, call center. People would call in, ask questions, you know. I just didn't like it. My social anxiety was like, no. It's so weird for me because I'm socially anxious. It's just a thing, diagnosed, not like self-diagnosing or whatever. And it stressed me out more than actually interacting in person with people. This entire pandemic, I was at home. I was doing college from home. Nearly took me out, not even lying. So I was doing college from home, basically home 24/7. The only people I was coming into contact with was my family and whoever I would be FaceTiming or calling in my free time. So finished college, we know that. Got the job, we know that. It was paying $13 an hour, I guess, which is the highest I've ever been paid, unless you want to like consider babysitting as like pay that was higher than that. But my first W-2 job, I guess, that was paying higher than that, and it just was not professional. My boss, my supervisor, he didn't introduce himself to us. We had a meeting, logged into it. He did not show up, so I left the meeting. The training, it felt easy, but then on the days where we had to like actually go live and answer calls ourselves, it just did not feel right. It was nerve-wracking. It is nothing like in-person customer service, in my opinion. So I was like, no. That was that. I was really nervous about how I was going to pay my bills, like how I was going to have any money for myself, and that's still, but we're getting to that. So I quit that job. Was like, no, I don't want to work here. I can clearly see my mental health is not going to be great. I'm waking up, working from home, and then staying home. All of that stress is still here at home. Like, when you go out and when you commute to work, you can leave work at work most of the time and be stressed about it, and then when you get home, decompress. I couldn't do that because everything was in the walls of this bedroom. Now I've been at a job for about 2 months. I found a job like a week or two later. I turned 24. Let's talk about that. I'll include some pictures and videos here. I turned 24 and I went to see a movie. What movie did we see? Oh, we went to see Shang-Chi. We went to see the Marvel movie Shang-Chi. It was like my second time seeing it, but that's what I wanted to do for my birthday. Didn't have a lot of money to do really a lot. I did a photo shoot. I shot it myself. I told y'all I wanted to be a photographer at one point. Still kind of do, but like I shot the photo shoot myself. I was kind of upset that I couldn't get a professional to do it, but resourceful. Love the pictures, love the message that I gave to myself that I'm probably going to include at the end of this video. But turned 24 and it doesn't feel like it. Like, we're getting to that part too. I don't know. I didn't write down like a script or a list of things that I had to say during this video. So if it seems all over the place, I'm sorry. So turned 24, got this new job, and this new job that I'm at, I really enjoy the environment. I've never been at a job and it was a $3 pay cut. So I went from making $13 an hour to making $10 an hour. Not that much. Definitely not covering my bills, but it's a place that I enjoy working at. I enjoy all of my coworkers. I enjoy my supervisors. They're all really cool. I enjoy the job, the perks of the job. It doesn't come with benefits because it is like a teenager's job, minimum wage job. Well, the minimum wage here is like $7.50, so $10 an hour is over minimum. But the hours that I'm getting is not helping to cover anything. So that's the problem that I'm facing now, because I really enjoyed this job and it's the first one that I've ever actually enjoyed going to and I ever see myself advancing in, I guess. I've been doing that for the past 2 months and I realized that I need to pause my debt-free journey simply because trying to survive, I guess, is my #1 goal right now. So because I'm not making enough at this job, even though I do like it, even though it's so fun, even though it's great, I'm not making enough money at it to cover bills. And the situation is I am basically in a roommate situation with my mother and her boyfriend. I'm old enough to where I should be able to contribute to the house, and I don't have a problem contributing to the house. I don't have a problem keeping up with the bills, in the sense that I make sure if I have it, I give it. So that's that. Currently in the process of searching for more higher paying jobs, trying to put myself out there, get my resume together to do new batches of applications. It's seasonal jobs coming out. Like, we're trying to get it by any means necessary. And in the process of that, debt-free journey has to go on pause. Debt is going to be there. It's going to keep piling up. The process is just surviving, because sometimes that's how life is. Is it kind of sad to see that the debt-free journey is pausing for now? Yes, because I love making progress. I love take care of myself, but also know right now I'm not in a position to. So in the process of me having this job too, I was unable to pay for therapy, so I stopped therapy because I can't pay for insurance. You see my face? I can't pay for insurance to get therapy, which would very much help my mental health right now. But went to Los Angeles again to see my best friend. Because my lack of therapy and because I'm home so much and then at work and haven't really made friends in the state that I'm in here in Texas, it's for me a bad situation getting worse. So I just needed to go see my best friend. I needed to visit LA and again see what the vision was and see that I wanted my life and I want my life to be more than what it is. So I used that weekend to reset. Came back home, back to struggling, but I needed that. I don't want to admit it, but if I didn't go that weekend, I probably would have been in somebody's mental hospital, because the pressure of life was just overwhelming. I didn't see the vision. I did not see why I was continuing to try. Sometimes I wake up in the mornings and still don't see why I'm continuing to try to do stuff, and it was just piling up. So I'm back home. Every day I'm waking up and I'm wondering if I should go back to school. Wondering if maybe if I get a 2-year degree in something that I'm really not interested in, it will work. If it will help. If it'll make my situation better. Which, again, nursing, I've talked about that before. While I think I would be pretty good at it, while I think I wouldn't be one of those nurses that has a lot of resentment because I went into it, I also know my heart is not in it. So I signed up for the nursing classes and I just immediately felt my heart sink. Not the nursing classes, but the prereqs. So I felt my heart sink and I felt the same anxiety because, for one, I don't want to go back to school. It's something I've talked about in therapy a lot. School was something that I tried and school was something that I'm good at, but it's also a big stressor and it was also something that I didn't enjoy. College is not something I enjoy. Learning, yes. College, no. So I just knew I'm not going to survive nursing school because my mind is not set on that and my heart is not in it, and I wouldn't become the best version of a nurse I could be if I was not in it, if I was just in it for the money. The last thing the world needs is nurses who are just in it for the money. So I signed up for those classes, enrolled in the classes, and just couldn't get the feeling that I wasn't doing the right thing. I went on the school's website, checked out their film classes, and I was like, okay, this is what I keep coming back to. This is what I keep looking at. And you guys have seen me like say this over and over again. So I was like, I promised myself years ago, there was a Facebook post in the Facebook memories that was like, I think it was like 2016. I was 18, freshly out of high school. I graduated at 17, but timeline. And it was like, I can't wait to move to California to be an actor. I sat there for a minute and I thought, why am I doing this? Why am I going to college? Which I've talked about in therapy. Why am I going to college if that's not what I want to do? Why am I going back to college? Because I already have the degree. Why is that something that I feel that I need to do? And I talked about it in therapy before I quit. And I was telling her that my dream, more than my dream, I like feel it in my bones. Do I know if I'm going to be a good actor or not? Who knows? Do I think I can bring a lot to the craft? Yes. So I said, I feel it in my bones since I was a little kid that that's what I was meant to do. And she asked me, she's like, so do you regret going to college? And I said yes, because I felt like I had to. I felt like that was the acceptable choice. I felt like it was the safe choice. I felt like that's what people wanted me to do. She was like, so do you just let life happen to you? You just do what you're supposed to and you don't think about like the next step. So you went to college because you thought that was the next step, and now you're here and you don't know what the next step is gonna be. And I was like, yeah, I don't know what the next step is gonna be because I just did what I thought I was supposed to. I don't know if I actually said this in the other videos. I'm gonna say it again. Before I enrolled in college, I was gonna go to like the Art Institute. I think it's called Howard Specs in Michigan, where it was like a media school, like a digital art. You can learn film, you can learn all types of stuff there. I was gonna enroll. I thought it was a lot of money, even though college was way more money. I wanted to work behind the camera. I wanted to work in front of the camera. Again, it's a reoccurring theme in my life. I auditioned when I was 16. I auditioned for Disney Channel, or what I thought was Disney Channel. Like, that is what my heart has been set on since I was 6 years old. Like, it's crazy how that can be a dream that you have when it's not a dream that's gonna make you money. You feel what I'm saying? That's something I feel so passionately about, and your girl is crying. And I just felt like I couldn't do it because growing up in poverty, that's not the smart choice. That's not a choice that's gonna make you money. That's not a choice that is going to help your family. And I was kind of saying in therapy that I felt a responsibility as the first generation child to graduate college and make something of myself, be a doctor, be a therapist, you know, go and get that 70K, go and live in that house and go do what you think people want you to do. Every single one of my therapists, actually, because I had a few in the past couple years because moving around so much, and they were like, well, why don't you just go do it? If you feel that strongly about it and if it moves you that much, why don't you just go do it? And I was like, I don't know. I genuinely don't know, other than fear. The fear of rejection and failure, and I told you so. You should have just went to school. You should have just read books. You should have just did what you had to do. Which is weird because all of my family, they know me as like this quiet, reserved person, you know, until they look at my YouTube channel and they're like, oh, she talks. So if you're viewing this, hello, I'm talking. Then I was talking to my friend Sophie, and she is a model in the industry. She is someone who I've known for the past like 7 years. She to me was always an inspiration because I'm like, she's following her dream, she's doing what she wants to do. You know, she has her own struggles, she has her own reservations, but she's also been a person that I looked on, I was like, I'm so jealous because she got out there and she did it. So that was that. We're emotional because I told you I was going to be real about like what I've been thinking, what I've been going through. And I was like, okay, part of me and my depression is because I feel like I have to fulfill something and do something that I don't want to do. And here in the digital age, like, I could create from the comfort of my own home. And I took my first acting class. I joined an acting class. I took some film classes in college, like electives. But I took my first acting class, like it was a starter class, just an introduction. It was just one class, one singular class. And even if I wasn't acting, I still felt like I found my people. I still felt that I was like so excited to be there with like-minded people and just understanding the process of storytelling and understanding the process of, and it just felt right. Here I am, 24, know where I'm headed, dream that I have, and it feels silly because it's not the path to money. Actors are not the path to money. I feel like this is a whole video crying about me wanting to be an actor. It's not. It's like poverty doesn't allow us to follow our dreams a lot of the time. And then I go to LA, and I don't really like LA. I've already said this. It wasn't impressive to me, but my best friend lives there and she held up her end of the deal. She moved to LA. There's stuff that comes with moving to that expensive city, but she held up her end of the deal and I'm still here. Not in LA, not pursuing my dreams, stuck in the same place, feeling envious, feeling disappointed in myself. So that's where that is. And then I thought, I tried the school thing. I did the school thing and I love the connections I made. I love the people that I was with, but it wasn't what I want to do. It's not what I want to do. So the other night, I'm like, I love my job. Just need to get a second job. It is what it is. It's life. Should it be life? No. This emotion is coming from an identity crisis. This emotion is coming from wondering, like, if I died today, would I be happy with everything? And the answer will be no. So me and Kobe are going to be West Coasters soon enough. Or Atlanta, where the film industry is really nice, even though I don't want to move there. We're going to take chances. When no one takes chances on us, we're going to do it. You guys that have tuned in for the debt-free journey, a little sorry that it's on pause, a little sorry that if you subscribe, that's not what you're gonna see, but you get to see me grow, you get to see me take chances. That's what this channel is all about. Whether in a few years you see me like buy a house or move into my first apartment, I'm always going to be transparent about this because like I want to look back on it in a few years and think that I changed, at least think that I grew, that I learned, and that I followed what I thought was right at the time and what I think is right in the future. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me cry and rant about life and like what it means to me and what I think it's supposed to be and what I've been struggling with. So again, surviving, picking myself up, believing in myself. Peace.